just for a slight second. You thought this was Justin Herbert? This is my man Jake Bobo from UCLA, man. He been balling out. Give him his flowers. 5 touchdowns, 385 yards on 24 catches, bro. 16 yards a catch. The man is the unsung hero of UCLA. Oregon, UCLA. So we talked about UCLA a little bit. It's all about DTR, bro. DTR is such a beast for their team. Chip Kelly doesn't get enough credit for what he's doing for that team. With that team,
he ruined my life.
He might have ruined lives in the NFL, but he's actually making a very good impact, like he did previously when he was Oregon's coach. You can't. There's no buts about it, man. The dude is a good college coach. Fishing did say, going back to the Syracuse scored 22 on Virginia's juggernaut of a defense. Yeah. But yeah, you know, back to this game. What is a preview of this game, Sor? What are you expecting from this game? Before we give game predictions, we'll give that next. But what are you expecting from this game? My man Noah Sewell right there.
Well, first of all, if I can pull up this dude's name, because it's not wanting to load up real quick, I do expect it to be a very run-heavy game, whether it be with Bo Nix using his legs or guys like Jordan James, Noah Whittington for Oregon. And then you look at UCLA, you got Zach Chernabot. That's just a fun name to say in general. And also, oh yeah, he's a really good football player.
Yep.
You got, it's going to be an interesting matchup between Bo Nix and Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Both those guys are looking pretty good. Bet Auburn wishes they had Bo Nix still. So, I mean, yeah, it's just, it's going to be very interesting to see defense during this game. I feel like it's just going to be two offensive juggernauts going at each other, and eventually one of the defenses will step up.
Is Bo Nix or DTR playing better football to you, Manny?
This is really tough. I'm gonna have to go with Bo Nix, I feel like.
I agree. Bo Nix has 8 touchdowns on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. Besides the Georgia game, that man's put up at least 40-plus points in each of his game. Or not him, but Oregon in general has put up 40-plus points in each of his game. And like you mentioned, he's got 8 touchdowns on the ground. So it's going to be a very, I feel like, RPO kind of offense for both teams. Again, are you going to worry about the quarterback with his legs, the running back with his legs, the quarterback going to throw? What's going to happen here? So there's going to be a lot of frustrated defensive players on both teams.
He's got a 157 quarterback rating. What does Dorian Thompson have? An 88.4.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said,
again, I bet you Auburn wishes they still had him.
With that being said, man, Manny, what you got, man? Does it suck talking about how well Bo Nix is doing this year?
Yeah, it does.
Has your coach been fired yet?
No. I cannot wait until we fire him, though, because we don't know how to recruit receivers and we don't know how to recruit quarterbacks either.
You hope.
Like, at least we recruited one good quarterback over the last, 2 decades.
Yeah, now he's playing with Oregon.
A really good receiver from the school in a while. Like, Darius Slayton was okay, but he wasn't a world beater.
So, I mean, what's your outlook, man? Like, if you had to line up teams, back to back, who's got the advantage where? We'll start with quarterback.
I'd say UCLA.
UCLA's got the advantage everywhere?
Well, I mean, if you're looking at quarterback, it's a toss-up. I mean, DTR have been playing good football, man. So is Bo Nix.
All-time leading passer for UCLA.
It's hard to pick a quarterback, bro. I plead the fifth. When you look at the defense, bro, both of those defenses, as of this moment, they've been playing good. And it's like, I can't wait to see how UCLA does against USC.
So
Whenever
the only thing I'll say about Bo Nix is he's almost their damn leading rusher too. Zach
yeah,
Zach
true.
Charbonnet, 615 yards, 6 touchdowns. I mean, it's not
He,
close between him and Dorian Thompson, DTR. So it's like
yeah,
at least he
DTR.
has that working for him.
Mm-mm. But if we're looking at overall teams, who would we say defense aside? Like, if we had to pick both defenses and we matched it up, who would be better right now?
Both defenses.
Yeah,
Ooh, I'd say the secondary would probably go to UCLA, but
I agree with that.
linebackers go to Oregon
I'm
Or
about to
just
say
because of
secondary.
Noah
Yeah,
Sewell.
secondary would be UCLA. I think overall, though, I feel like Oregon, because again, besides that Georgia game, take the Georgia game out, they've been dominant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at
and
Eastern
DTR been
Washington,
running a lot.
1470, BYU, 2041, or Washington State, it was 44-41, so that one was a little bit close for comfort. Or against Stanford, 45-27, and against Arizona, 49-22. So,
How many of
uh,
y'all thought this was Justin Herbert, yo? Just for a slight second, you thought this was Justin Herbert? This is my man Jake Bobo from UCLA, man. He been balling out. Give him his flowers. 5 touchdowns, 385 yards on 24 catches, bro. 16 yards a catch. The man is the unsung hero of
nice.
UCLA. But all right, well, we gave our breakdown of the game, man. This is the game of the week to me. Number 10 Oregon going against number 9 UCLA. This has a lot. Is that Herbert? No, that was Jake Bobo, man, from
We
UCLA.
just tricked you.
Yeah. Is it the shoes?
Is it Justin Hubert? Go ahead.
Justin Hubert.
Boo. Boo. Boo this
I
man.
I said that UCLA and Oregon were going to be representing by the end of the year in the top 6 teams. And we know how things are going to change when the CFP starts taking fold. So it doesn't matter where any of these teams are in the top 25, to be completely honest with you. And I think we all know that from watching college football as long as we have. So once the committee gets their hands on whatever the hell they want to do with these teams, whoever is where right now does not matter until they all sit down at that large table and start discussing things. But with that being said, I still think Oregon's going to squeak this one out. I do like everything that UCLA is doing, but I think this is kind of a trap game for them, and that's pretty much the reason why I think, I think especially Zach Charbonnet is going to have a tough time against Noah Sewell right there across the middle. So, that being said, give me Oregon to move up the rankings and to represent the Pac-12 along with Utah at the end of the year. Sore.
When you sent me what the topics were, and it was this game, I've been going back. I'm still somewhat going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But in the Saturday show, one of my losses was because I predicted Utah to beat UCLA. We've seen UCLA upset people such as Utah last year, week 1 against LSU. So UCLA, don't upset me this week. I gotta go with UCLA on this one. I personally feel like I agree, and I know I said I feel like Oregon overall has better defense. They both have had very close games. Oregon does have that one loss against Georgia, whatever. Wipe that clean. With UCLA's secondary, if you frustrate Bo Nix enough and just keep getting pick after pick, eventually he's just gonna crumble.
Mm-hmm.
So that's got to be your game plan. Frustrate the ever-living doo-doo out of Bo Nix. And that's how you can win that game.
But Bo Nix has been a red zone monster this season, man.
I know. And that's going to be the
Justin Herbert?
problem, stopping him in the red zone. But, dude, right, what is it with Oregon and their red zone monsters? But,
All right.
yeah, I mean, even their defense, like edge rusher Carl Jones, that's pretty much exactly what they've been working on. They've been working on trying to contain Bo Nix to get him to throw it. That way that secondary can pick him off. Because, again, if you can keep him contained and force him to throw it, eventually he's going to make some mistakes, and he's just going to keep getting frustrated until eventually he crumbles. So, yeah,
Zion said UCLA needs to stay undefeated for when USC plays them. We can get back our spot.
I'll get to that pick when we get there. I don't know if I need to see, but right now I think UCLA would beat Utah, or not Utah, USC. But right now I need to wait. But yeah, I'm going with
Oh,
UCLA.
absolutely. I think so too. They beat Utah and
Yeah.
Utah beat USC. It's the only logical thing. And
Yeah. So
you know,
I'm gonna have to go with UCLA on this one.
all right, Manny, who you going with, man? All of us we're one loss. Somebody's got to lose this week.
Somebody's got to lose. Manny, are you gonna
UCLA.
trust your former quarterback?
UCLA all day, man. Roll
Oh,
with
word?
UCLA.
He doesn't trust the former quarterback.
Sora took the words right out my mouth. I was gonna say this literally before he said it, because this
That's
is
why I
coming
went
from
first.
Auburn fan. This is coming from Auburn fan, man. And UCLA been getting so many picks back to back to back to back weeks, bro. They just on a hunting spree with picks, man. And like Sora said, once you get Bo Nix in trouble, he ain't coming back, bro. He throwing more picks, bro.
I mean,
He
you
is
saw it
throwing
against the Georgia game.
Yeah.
facts, bro. I feel like Sewell does. I feel like Sewell does solid against Sharna Bay, but DTR still goes off. That RPO is gonna trick Sewell here and there to where it's gonna make him think like you're gonna probably like QB keeper with DTR, and Sharna Bay gets a big run up the middle. I just feel like UCLA confuses them offensively, and they get a whole lot of picks in this game. Because Bo Nix, the crumbling is gonna come, man, and I can't wait for it, bro. I've been waiting.
Oh
for it
no,
now.
it's not happening, bro. It's not happening. No Sewell over under 11 tackles this game.
Okay, you said tackles. I thought you were gonna go with sacks at first. I was about to be like, hold up.
Under. I'll say 10.
I'm saying over at 12.
Yeah, I'd have to probably go over as well.
I think he's
Man
gonna-
is a tackling. That man is just a tackling machine. And unlike
man.
Trey Dean, he actually can cover. So
Facts.
Trey Dean is buttons, bro.